Cancer. Welcome to your end of August 2022 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. Okay. All right. The heart of the matter is the High Priestess. This can be your calling, what you came here to be, that you are shoving back, that you are like denying that that's what you came here for. And it keeps calling you and it doesn't shut up. It doesn't stop calling you. And you're like, I'm not listening to you. I am more about financial security. This is the higher message. But this person might be holding too closely to their money, or which can symbolize being too materialistic, meaning that they're giving money too much emphasis on their life. And if you have a calling, if you came here, if you have a gift that has a spiritual connection to it, Cancer, which some of you do, don't play small. You can always create a pathway to do this that is most comfortable for you. Perhaps you do have another job while you're taking these courses in learning how to do Reiki. I'm just giving an example. And that allows you to be more, feel more settled, so that you're not afraid of not having that financial security while you're doing this work that is a very esoteric nature sometimes. In the past position, we have the King of Cups. Now, we also have the Death card below the King of Cups. If you've had a death in your family, like a father, this is in the past position. This person may have been near and dear to your heart because they have cups, so they, or it doesn't have to be a father, but some kind of a mentor or somebody that you looked up to in that kind of a role, who probably really got you, who understood you. You may be really affected by that individual, and there's something about this situation that has hit the message home to you of your life and its purpose. And that kind of thing can be hard to articulate and explain, in a very logical way, but you probably know exactly what I mean, that it's very important to you that you experience this, and that you may even feel like you are doing something that this person told you, urged you to do, because they saw it within yourself. And yet it's not something that feels necessarily comfortable, because you may feel like this is not a path for the faint of heart. This is something where you have to have a lot of faith. It could be also artistic in nature, but I think with the High Priestess, it's mostly like a spiritual thing. What crosses you is the Lover's card. Maybe there's a choice that you have to make. Maybe you're in this fork in the road period where you really have to either put up or shut up. You either have to dedicate yourself to something and not worry about, like, how am I going to make it happen? How is this going to happen? But just do it, or not do it and be okay with not doing it. Sometimes we do decide not to do something, and that's okay too, because maybe the timing isn't right for whatever this is. But regardless, you still may feel that you're having a spiritual awakening, you know? And you're like, okay, now what do I do? Now everything that I thought was real in life has turned upside down. Now what do I do? And sometimes what you do is you just kind of be the witness. That you don't have to necessarily do anything, say anything, because life will give you that next hint about where you're meant to go. Sometimes you may have an inkling of what your next move needs to be, made, but you are still wondering if it's the right thing. And so there could be indecision that is keeping you back, and that could be what the Lover's card represents. What's coming in is the Death card. It's like telling you that something in your life is truly over with, Cancer, and you may be fighting it tooth and nail, but you have to give into that reality and accept that you're going to be transformed as a result. Again, with the High Priestess, it can be something spiritual. And when people go through a spiritual awakening, sometimes they start questioning everything that they have thought about life. And that's not a bad thing. But it can be a very unsettling time because you can feel like there's no solid ground, that everything is questionable. And that's why it's interesting that I have these two pentacles, which relate to the earth element, because they can show you how you stay grounded. The outcome is the Nine of Pentacles. This is actually a very good card for finances, because it can mean that you are independently wealthy. I mean, I'm saying wealthy, but that you have the resources to live your life on your own terms, but also this idea of taking comfort in the pleasures of the earth. And so getting in nature, to me, is a big part of this. If you feel like your life has been upended in some way, you know what? This could have something to do with the full moon in Capricorn in your opposite sign. So if you have been going through a divorce, and that's why the Lover's card is in the challenge position, or a separation, you've decided to separate from your partner, it could be that this is just kind of a way to ease you into the end of the relationship. And yet, maybe your main concern is your finances, and you have two cards that are very good for financial stability, security. The Four of Pentacles in particular, but the Nine of Pentacles is also good. So it doesn't sound like you have anything to worry on that front. The High Priestess, to me, though, suggests that you are asking more for your life, and that you're kind of engaging life at a deeper level, Cancer, and that is something really wonderful. But it can get a little bit messy sometimes when you're trying to deal with all of these relationship issues. Okay, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.